So in today's video, we're going to focus primarily on the forearm extensor muscles. But let me first start off by saying I'm rocking the new David Lee Athletic Vintage Tee. This thing is sick. It's going to add at least 20% to your power, and you're definitely going to win the brackets. But moving on to the video, the forearm extensors are so important, primarily for us as arm wrestlers. We're always working the flexion, which we could be overdeveloping the flexor muscles and neglecting the extensors. So just like any other muscle group, if you're working your quads, you have to work your hamstrings. If you're working your biceps, you have to work your triceps. So if you're working your forearms, you definitely got to work the extensors too. If you don't, it could cause imbalance issues, tennis elbow, and possibly even carpal tunnel syndrome. So starting out, we're going to use this Gyro Ball. You can find these things pretty much anywhere on the internet. Just go on Google, type in Gyro Ball workout. This thing will pop up. They're like 20 bucks. So we'll start the workout with this, and then we'll move on to the rest of the video. All right, if you guys never used one of these before, they can be kind of hard to start. However, if you buy them new, they do come with a string that you can wind up into this groove here. Once it's wound up, you can pull that string and it'll get the device spinning. However, I've been using these things long enough, I can usually just start it with my hand. So what I would do is take the palm of my hand, I'm gonna rotate it down this ball, and I'm gonna start spinning it until it gets into its groove. So right now it sounds kind of wonky, but it might just take a few seconds. It'll smooth out, and once it does, you can begin your workout. So what I like to do is usually a 5-minute workout or 5-minute warm-up on each arm, and I'm just rotating through a bunch of different workouts. I'll show you guys a few workouts, but I'm not going to get too in depth because you just have to be creative and come up with stuff on your own. So I might just start with a basic inwards rotation, and there is no time frame, there is no sets, there is no reps. You kind of just got to go by how you feel. So if I'm rotating this, and my arm starts to get tired in this position, I'm going to switch and I might go into a reverse curl. So I'm going to continue rotating my wrist. However, I'm now going to do a reverse curl, and it's just going to be slightly different feeling in the arm now. You might do 10 reps of this and then move on to another workout. So I might go from here, put my arm out, and start doing reverse wrist curls. So now instead of rotating my wrist, I'm just doing it in an upwards movement like this. So I get tired of this position, and I might go into an acceleration, deceleration exercise, where I'm going to start spinning this thing as fast as I can. And then once it gets to the point to where I can't hold on to it anymore, I'm just going to let it decelerate. And then once it decelerates, you're going to get it going again. And I'll tell you what, once this thing gets going, it feels like it's going to fly right out of your hand. But like I said, just be creative with it. If you want to grab it and turn it upside down and start rotating it like this, that's totally fine as well. And this one is extremely hard, because if you let up on your grip at all, or you're not rotating fast enough, this thing's going to start dying out and you're not going to be able to get it going again. So like I said, I'm not going to get too in depth into these workouts because you guys just have to get one, try it for yourself, be creative, and make up your own things. So with that being said, this thing is great for the extensors. It's great for warm up, it's great for rehab, and I definitely recommend getting one of these. All right, so this thing's kind of a prototype I'm working on right now. The handles on it and everything are perfect, but the 1-inch pipe doesn't fit a standard weight plate. And if I use Olympic plates, they're a little too big, and when I do the exercise, they fling around everywhere. So, like I said, this thing's still a work in progress, but I think once it's all finished up, it's gonna be a heck of a extensor workout. So all this thing is just a 2-handed wrist wrench. I just like to do reverse wrist curls with it, and I'll show you what that looks like. So you can't go wrong with the standard barbell reverse wrist curl. I like to do these in 2 different ways. The first way is slow, controlled movements where I'm really flexing the extensor at the top. And the other way is just a lot faster movement where you're kind of just blasting through the reverse wrist curls. All right, so that does it for the workout. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. And I definitely hope you guys start working your extensors more, because in the famous words of Rich Piana, you can't have small ass forearms. See you next time.
All right, make sure you kill those forearms. Forearms can never be too big.